The story begins from a space station in America, where one day a strange signal was received, according to which it was a UFO, was moving very fast towards the Earth. As soon as the general came to know that this UFO had landed in his area, he immediately asked his assistant to call Burke. After some time, the man named Burke was brought to the military base. There he met the other scientists and set out with his team to investigate the landing site. But as soon as he reached the devastated area, then he felt some movement happening near his soldiers. Seeing this, Burke ordered to seal the entire area, so that no one can go in or out. On the other hand, in Las Vegas City, Jack was driving his taxi as usual. During the conversation, his passenger said that you should also come. I have an event. It will focus on discussing what are the possibilities of life on other planets. He told that he is a doctor and researcher, but Jack had no interest in all this. So he refused and returned straight home. Next, Subar Jack was watching the news and was surprised to know that the government had locked down an entire area, saying that there was a huge leak of poisonous gas there, but people did not know that this was the place where the UFO had landed. Meanwhile, after a few hours of searching, Burke's team found unknown footprints on the soil. On the other hand, Jack had just started working at the taxi stand when two goons came to him who worked for a man named Mr. Wolf. He said that his boss wants Jack to work for him again because he was once the top driver in his gang. But Jack flatly refused and asked them to leave from there. On this, the goons started threatening him, but Jack with his cleverness brought down both of them and said that he would never go back to that world again. Then the police car arrived there and the matter ended there itself. After some time, Jack saw that two people were sitting in the back of his taxi. Jack got a little nervous and asked them where they wanted to go. Then a girl named Sarah said in a calm voice that we have to reach a place immediately, and Seth, sitting with her, showed a big wad of money and said that we will get as much money as we want. Jack did not understand anything, but after seeing the money he agreed and started driving. Both of them are unable to explain their intentions properly, so, as per the girl's instructions, Jack drove the car on the dark roads. During this, Burke and his experts watched the recording of the camera, so they came to know that the two people who were running away were actually none other than aliens. And not only that, he was very adept at blending in with the crowd, and what's more, he withdrew money from an ATM in Las Vegas without using his hands. I don't know what kind of power he has inside him. After a lot of searching, Burke got the CCTV footage of the taxi parking where he saw that a driver had taken both of them somewhere. As soon as he came to know about this, Burke immediately told his team to quickly locate and catch them far away, on a deserted road. Jack was driving his taxi comfortably and the same two mysterious passengers were sitting with him. They had come a long way, and now Jack started doubting whether these children had stolen money from their parents. So he asked, "Where are your parents?" But neither of them gave any answer. At that very moment, the disguised alien realized that someone was following them. To calm him down, Jack told him that the vehicles driving behind must also be going somewhere. He reduced the speed so that those vehicles could pass ahead, but these were not common people but Burke's soldiers who had come to surround them by setting up trenches. With his sharp mind and intelligence, Jack avoided the first attack, but Burke's men started surrounding the taxi from all sides. In anger, Jack told his passengers to get down. And then they tried such tricks that many cars collided with each other, which gave them some distance. But the problem was that Burke was still chasing them in his car. On the girl's warning, Jack accelerated the car to handle the situation himself. Seth asked his wife to wait in the taxi, and he came out of the car in a moment. Within a short time he stood in the middle of the road and made his body completely stiff. Burke's car was completely destroyed after colliding with it. Immediately Sarah used her mental strength to turn the taxi backwards, so that his brother could return to the car. An angry Jack got down from the car and threatened those soldiers, and said to tell Mr. Wolf that I will never work for him. Burke then realized that the driver actually had no idea of the truth. So he just said that you are meddling in a case about which you know nothing, but Jack ignored him. As soon as Jack started leaving from there, Burke ordered his men to arrest that driver. While going away from there, Jack apologized to both his passengers and promised that he will definitely take you to your Destination. A few hours later, the three of them reached a deserted house and Jack told that the total fare had come to $20. But without counting, Scythe handed him the entire money and both of them got down from the car. When Jack saw that he had got much more money than he needed, his heart became restless. He decided to go after both of them and return the remaining money. At the same time, he heard a screaming sound from inside that deserted house. And he went to see what was happening inside. As soon as he went inside, he saw that both of them were sitting behind the sofa and Seth asked him to leave from there for his sarcade, but Jack did not agree, and then a signal emerged on their tracking device. And both of them started moving towards the place marked with a little hesitation, and the taxi driver also followed them, but he did not know that a dangerous creature was keeping an eye on them. In the darkness, as soon as they reached the kitchen, Seth opened a secret passage inside the fridge with his device, and despite being scared, Jack also entered inside with them. Within some time, all three went through a secret passage and reached a strange basement where there was a big cave, which was hiding an atmosphere like the world of aliens. At the same time, Seth realized that the signal was coming from a sticky sphere and Sarah placed her necklace on it, which gave her a unique object. Shocked, Jack asked what this thing was, and why did one have the courage to study so hard for this. Seth told that if this device falls into the hands of evil people, then the lives of both of them will be in danger. Jack said that we should not waste even a moment, because more people could come after them. Just then, they heard the sound of something getting closer. Jack knew he wouldn't be able to protect them, so Jack shouted and asked both of them to run away. Both of them hid in the winter, and Jack tried to face the intruders with the help of a stick he had picked up from the house. It turned out to be the same predator who was keeping an eye on them in the dark. But Jack could not stand in front of that demon and jumped into the forest to save himself. After some time, that ferocious creature started breaking the alien things hanging there and taking advantage of this opportunity. All three tried to escape from there. The issue was that Jack did not see the other two anywhere, and suddenly the beast captured Sarah. Seth immediately tried to distract the attention of his enemy, but he picked up Seth and threw him away. But seeing the opportunity, Sarah freed herself. Now Jack single-handedly attacked the creature. And when Sarah saw her friend falling on the ground, she threw a burning bowl straight at the beast. Now when the demon had become numb for a few moments, all three tried to get out of there, but Seth got hit by a bullet and became unconscious. To escape, Jack picked up Seth in his arms and then left from there in a taxi with both the brothers and sisters. After some time during the journey, Seth regained consciousness and Jack angrily asked what was really going on. But at that moment an alien drone appeared, and Jack suddenly pulled the car off the road to avoid his attack. They quickly reach a tunnel, and after hiding there, Sarah reveals that the creature that was chasing them is a siphon, a predator that has been created only to find and destroy its prey. At that very moment, the drone again appeared right in front of them, and it started humming near the mouth of the tunnel, due to which Jack's heart started beating loudly. Yet the machine could not find them, and all three went out through the railway track. But then within a few moments an alien spaceship attacked them, and after a moment Jack tried to escape by entering another tunnel. This time the problem was that the space shuttle also came inside the tunnel. So Sarah increased the speed of the taxi with her powers. At the same time she saw that a goods train was coming from the front. And to avoid the collision, the driver applied emergency brakes. All three escaped, but the driver of the train got hit by the blast, and the special vehicle was also destroyed along with him. Without wasting even a moment, all three left from there, and Jack, angry at what was happening, asked them the truth. Who were they really? At that very moment, Sarah threw many things into the air inside the taxi, and told that he is able to do all this because he has complete control over his mind. After this, all three continued their journey, while on the other hand, the beast had also survived and was slowly healing its wounds. After a few minutes, Jack left his taxi at a roadside mechanic, and then all three went to a restaurant to wait for the car to be repaired. Then Jack got a call from Barge on his phone. He told me that I was outside, and he directly said to bring the children to me as soon as possible, and in return I will get your police record completely cleared. But Jack flatly refused this, and after informing the sheriff about the armed men standing outside, he secretly left with Seth and Sarah. As soon as Burke attacked the rest with his men, the sheriff asked him what was happening, but Burke did not panic at all. On the contrary, he signaled his people to point guns at everyone. At the same time, the restaurant employees also took out their weapons and stood forward to protect the people along with the sheriff. Burke was talking to the sheriff to cool down the matter. Then a waitress quietly came to Jack and his friends and asked them to come with him. The three reached the back of the restaurant, and Seth used his molecular power to break through the hatch and throw everyone out, and thus he escaped from there without anyone knowing. But as soon as Jack came out, he collided with a dog which suddenly started barking. Then Sarah calmed the animal with her power. Jack quickly ran to the mechanic to get his taxi, but as soon as they started leaving from there, Burke saw them and immediately gave orders to his comrades to stop them. For this, Sarah blew up the engines of their vehicles, due to which Jack passed through the convoy at full speed. At that very moment, Burke was about to fire, but the dog bit him on the hand and he ran away. Seeing this behavior of the dog, Sarah suddenly hit the brakes and opened the door so that the dog could also run away with them. During the journey, all three started thinking about how to get that spaceship back, which has been taken away by the government police. Then Sarah suggested to Seth that he should meet Dr. Alex. This was the same woman with whom Jack had met earlier. All three set out towards her event to find her. On reaching the garden, Jack asked an employee to take charge of his taxi and give food to the dog. On the other hand, when Alex was giving a lecture, strange questions started coming from the audience. Instead of understanding the matter, they were talking strange things. Alex was completely surprised to hear his words. At the same time, one of Burke's men saw Jack wandering in the convocation and alerted all his colleagues. Due to this, the squad again made preparations to catch him. Here, as soon as Jack met Alex, he took him to a quiet place and told him the whole story. But Alex was not ready to believe these things. To make him believe, both the aliens told him that Alex was the first to take a photograph of their spaceship while entering the solar system, and also Jack said that at this time we can only trust you. Do something. But Alex thought all this was nonsense, and he picked up his laptop and tried to leave from there. With the same force, Seth used his power in front of him, and as things started going down, Sarah used her power to kill them in midair. Alex was completely shocked after seeing the truth with her own eyes. And then the two siblings decided to reveal their true identities. Seth activated his device and showed them that part of the universe from where they had come. Both of them then explained that they had come to explain to humans how to improve the deteriorating conditions and how to make the Earth better. Sarah told that due to the carelessness of the people living on our planet for years, nature was getting destroyed. To prevent his people from attacking Earth, he chose to flee. His father was a great scientist, so he was able to bring a device that collected information about the ecosystem of the entire universe. And now with this information their planet can be saved. He said that with the help of this information his planet could be saved. But for this it was necessary that they return home as soon as possible, otherwise our people would attack Arthur, and also they had to escape from the dangerous Siphon which wants to catch them and destroy them. That's why Alex said that now not even a moment can be wasted. Through some of her contacts, she took them all to meet Dr. Harlan, an astronomy expert. Even after listening to the entire story, Harlan did not understand this, that the boy and girl standing in front of them were actually aliens. So they thought it best not to tell him. After some time, Alex asked, "Do you know where the government might have taken the spaceship?" Without thinking too much, Harlan said that it must have been kept on Witch Mountain. He showed them the location and told them that this entire area is under strict guard of the Secret Service. Yet after gathering all the information, they decided to go. Before leaving, Halen advised that you should not trust anyone until you enter the facility. Now, without wasting any time, Alex asked Jack to meet him sometime because he had to go to get his luggage. But while talking to her, Jack got distracted and both the aliens disappeared from his sight, and before he could find it, Mr. Wolf's men caught him. He angrily told Jack that he should not have refused the invitation. Jack had understood that there could be no delay of even a moment in leaving from there. So, seeing the opportunity, he attacked those miscreants by using the weapon of a cosplayer and then defeated everyone with his tremendous fighting skills. After this, he quickly ran to find Seth and Sarah. But at that very moment, Burke reached there with his men. Simultaneously, Siphon also reached the convention and started searching for his victim. As soon as Jack met Seth and Sarah, he said that now we have to leave quickly. Then suddenly all three saw that Siphon was climbing the stage. Before the attack, Sarah used her power to attack A. The heavy metal structure was pulled and hurled at the monster.